Hey guys, and welcome to another video of The Guide. But this is not another tutorial video, but instead I'm going to talk about FIFA 20. So, EA Play just happened and they officially announced FIFA 20, and in this video I'm going to wrap up what they already have published regarding gameplay changes, so what is going to be new in FIFA 20. So what happened so far is they had a live stream where they talked about the changes, and in this live stream they also showed some clips of FIFA 20 gameplay. I'm also going to show you these clips in this video. So thanks to EA for us being in the Game Changer network so that we can show you these clips. And besides the live stream, there are two pitch note articles online where they share their thoughts about certain features and how they're going to be changed in FIFA 20. So in the video description, you can find a link to the live stream as well to these two pitch note articles. And also, if you're interested in FIFA 20 and want to get better at FIFA 20 and also still in FIFA 19, make sure to subscribe to this channel and also activate the bell to not miss any of the upcoming videos. And if you're thinking about ordering FIFA 20, there's probably going to be a referral link in the video description. Probably because, to be honest, as we are based in Germany, I'm not quite sure if I'm able to provide a link where everybody is able to order FIFA 20. But if there's a link, we would highly appreciate it if you would order it with this link so you would support us. So now let's talk about FIFA 20, and there was a big reveal about the new game mode, Volta, which is quite similar to FIFA Street, but I'm not going to cover this in this video, and I'm probably going to publish another video especially around Volta if you're interested in it. So let me know about this, and now let's come to the gameplay changes, and there are three main topics: on the ball, off the ball, and the ball itself. I have the notes right in front of me, and let's start with off the ball because I think the impact of this is going to be pretty huge. It's about the AI controlled players, and obviously this is a huge topic in the last few years of FIFA because the impact of AI controlled players is pretty huge, especially AI defending. And they changed, so they described the game flow. There's a new game flow, and this means that you have more space and time on the ball, and this creates more 1-versus-1 situations. So basically, and this is also in the pitch notes articles, there's less emphasis on AI defending, so you will get less support from the AI control players. So more emphasis on the players that you control, and I think this is very, very important. Sounds very good. And as I said, you can also read the pitch notes article to get more information about this. And now we come to the next step, on the ball, because this is what kind of tools you now have in FIFA 20 to work with these different situations. So there are new attacking and defending tools, namely composed finishing, strafe dribbling, control tackling, and new penalty and free kicks, the technique how you take them. So the first one is composed finishing, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure if this is a new technique similar to time finishing, so that you say, alright, I want to do a composed finishing. I'm not quite sure about this, or if it's just a general term about how it's going to be different when you're in a 1-versus-1 situation compared to a situation when you try to score from outside of the box with a volley, for example. I'm not quite sure how this is actually in the game, but at least it's known that there's an issue at the moment in FIFA 19 especially, that it's very hard sometimes to score from a 1-versus-1 situation, and sometimes it's easier to score from outside of the box. And composed finishing, as far as I understood it, is going to deal with this issue, that there's going to be a difference between these situations, and it's easier to score in the situations where you should score a goal. This makes sense. Also read the pitch notes article about this. They go in detail about the time finishing and also about the different finishing situations in general. The next topic is strafe dribbling, and this is a new dribbling technique. I'm going to show you some clips in the background. And basically this is a technique where you can lure your defending player, so your opponent player, to get at you, try to get to the ball, and then you can outmaneuver him. Looks cool, but you never know about dribbling techniques, what the actual impact of it is, and also how you do it. I think in FIFA 19 you have the issue that maybe you have too much different dribbling techniques. You have a normal dribbling, precision dribbling, you have no-touch dribbling, and also control dribbling. Now you also have strafe dribbling, sorry, now you have strafe dribbling as well. And I think, personally, they're going to get rid of one other dribbling technique, and I think it's going to be no-touch dribbling, but I don't have any information on this. But I think they're going to have a change, because no-touch dribbling, I don't see a lot of use in it from me, but also from other players. So I think they're going to get rid of it. And maybe strafe dribbling is going to be a very cool technique. It makes sense now with the new game flow. You have more emphasis on 1-versus-1 situations. So maybe a cool technique to really be able to outmaneuver your opponent, which is right in front of you. And in the last few years, you had a lot of changes in the attacking area, so new tools in the attacking area, and now you have controlled tackling. I'm not also quite sure, because it's quite early now with all the information, if this is also like a new technique how you can tackle the ball, or also if it's just a term about that the tackling is changed, because this is also an issue in FIFA 19, FIFA 18 before, that you tackle the ball, you're in a good situation, but you don't get the ball possession because the ball bounces back to your opponent. But with the control tackling, now if you're in a good situation to tackle the ball, so it depends a lot on the context, that you have a higher chance or a good chance to then actually get the ball if you go for a good tackling. And this means also that if you are the person who's defending actively in the 1-versus-1, that you get a benefit. And I think this is the game development in the right direction. You should be the guy that is actually defending the opponent and try to get to the ball. And I really like this change of direction that we are going to. So the last topic is, at least with on the ball, is new penalty kicks and free kicks. You're going to see the new techniques in the clips, which you can see in the background, and it looks interesting, but as I don't have the opportunity to play with it, I'm not quite sure how it actually works. It looks like now you have a marker where you can aim to, and it's then evolves around how you maneuver the right stick to get some curve on the ball, for example. But I'm not quite sure what the actual challenge is, especially regarding the penalty kick, because in the clip you can see that he's just aiming to the top left corner and then bangs it in. I'm not quite sure what you actually have to do. Regarding free kicks, you aim also in a certain area and then you can add some curve, and so you can change the trajectory of the ball. Sorry, sometimes it's very hard for me. And so I think it's super interesting. I'm a little bit afraid, to be honest, that it's going to be a little bit overpowered. So if you manage to maybe get a technique which you can then perform all the time, that you score too many goals. But we're going to see, maybe it's very hard and you're only going to be able to perform it successfully like 2 out of 10 times, for example, like in real life football. Sounds interesting. I'm really eager to get my hands on it and to try it out. And the last topic is the ball itself, which means they have new ball physics. So they have a new system for the ball physics, and you can see some clips, some scenes in the background. And to be honest, when I first saw the attacking of the Manchester City team, and then in the end scored a goal by Kevin De Bruyne, the attack looked a little bit weird for me, how the ball was going around and how the passes looked. But yeah, it's a fresh experience, at least from the statement of the producer. But I'm not quite sure it's going to be good. Obviously, a new ball physics, a better ball physics sounds interesting, sounds really compelling. But we have to see how it's actually going to work out. So basically, this is a wrap up. I hope this was enjoyable for you. I think there's some interesting topics in this, what I just described, and there's some potential, but we have to see how it's going to actually be implemented. On Twitter, on social media, you have some first reactions of people who played FIFA 20 at EA Play, and to describe it very general, they said it's very slow, which can be due to the kickoff mode that they played. Usually kickoff is slower, but they said a lot of times that even though they know that kickoff is slower, it still felt slower than normal kickoff. So maybe there's more emphasis on a slower gameplay. In general, what we also heard from the gameplay producer Sam Rivera is that now they change a little bit how pace is working, so they're aware of sometimes the situation that a slower defender is catching up to the attacker, and they change a little bit how it works, also about strength. So this is also very interesting because, to be honest, I liked it a little bit that FIFA 19 wasn't all around just using the fastest player. Still, pace was one of the most important attributes, at least in my opinion, and still people complained about pace is not relevant enough, and I'm afraid that if you put too much emphasis on pace and also body strength, that these are attributes, in my opinion, which are already very important at the moment, and let's see how this is going to balance out. And yeah, so this is like the general perception, more emphasis on 1 versus 1 situations, about defending actively in a 1 versus 1, not relying on the AI controlled players. And this is a direction that I really like. And let's see how this is going to develop with the next 3 months. I already said it, if you're interested in FIFA 19, also if you're still interested in getting better at FIFA 19, yeah, make sure to subscribe to this channel, because we are going to provide you some very helpful videos, especially in the beginning of FIFA 20. So make sure to keep on track what we are going to publish. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give us a like. We really appreciate any kind of support. So also if you share this video with all the people that are interested in it. So thanks for your attention. Keep a clean sheet. I'm out.